All right, ladies. So I've been getting a question that I find kind of interesting. And the question is, how do I punish a guy for disrespect? And not just how to, but the ideas. What are some good ideas that, because I tell you guys you have to punish them, right? But there's a reason why I don't tell you exactly a bunch of ideas on how to punish them because I look crazy when I say that. But a lot of you guys have been asking me, and so because of that, we're making a video of different ways to punish disrespect. From subtle disrespect to full blown, you gotta lick my ass type of disrespect, okay? And people, this is if you gotta if you gotta get to lick my ass punishment, you're being hard headed. You gotta leave that. But unfortunately, women like Khloe Kardashian, Justin Bieber, unfortunately, they're at the lick my ass territory, and honestly, this is the only way for them to deal with disrespect because the kind of disrespect that they're experiencing is a type of disrespect that dirty type of shit, like cheating, right? And unfortunately, if you're fighting an opponent that's playing dirty, you either stop playing or you play dirty yourself. You can't play any other way because if once they play dirty, they're opening up a Pandora's box where you also play dirty. All right. So let's come up with these ideas, people. And look, man, if you're getting disrespected a lot, you gotta get that course, Nice Girl, people. Nice Girl is that course because if you gotta do this consistently, there's something that you're doing in your nonverbal cues that's inspiring disrespect. And that course is specifically made for women who want to be more assertive. I am not making this video in the men's channel because I'm gonna get canceled, okay? For some reason, I can make a video about this for women, but for men, I can't do that. I'll look evil, okay? It'll backfire on me one day. So yeah, let's begin this, man. So yeah, if you want to get that course, click on the description down below or wait to the end of the video where I talk more about it. So let's talk about the first form of disrespect, okay? From little disrespects to booty licking disrespect. First form of disrespect is giving them a weird look or saying wow. Let's just say he says an inappropriate joke, like for example, why don't you give a woman a watch for her birthday? Why? Well, because there's a clock on the stove, right? And let's just say you find that offensive. You gotta let them know that you don't like that. So one of the ways is like giving them a weird look, like, okay, or saying, wow, okay, right? You're kind of letting them know that's not that funny to me, right? Or another way of punishing people is just the look. You know how when you have a kid and you give them that look, like saying, hey, motherfucker, like you're doing the wrong thing. That look does work with people, but you have to be willing to show negative emotions in order to do that. It's not comfortable. It's uncomfortable telling people that you didn't like what they said. You know what I'm saying? But you have to do that. And in order to tap into that, you got to be willing you got to feel disrespect. A lot of people don't feel disrespect because they've suppressed it or they've been taught to take it. Right. So that means you got to develop that anger, that inner anger that's there to defend you. Right. And if you're too passive, you're gonna excuse disrespect. And also you find confrontation uncomfortable. And see, now I'm getting to what I always talk about in my videos about disrespect. It's about the willingness to stand up for yourself. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, this is more about if you're willing, then this is a video. So I can't talk about that. You can watch the video about how to deal with disrespect. I made a video about that. So yeah, so giving them the weird look, calling them out on it, giving them a taste of their own medicine. That's another one, right? For example, if you're late for let's just say I waited for you and you were 40 minutes late. Well, the next day I'm gonna be 40 minutes late. And I'll be honest with you, it does work. It really does work. And the reason why it works is because I did that, right? I was late on a date for 30 minutes. Honestly, it was a real thing. I really was late. It wasn't on purpose. But you know what happened the next day? She was late for 30 minutes. And after that, I was even more diligent to be on time because of that. Even though I'm naturally diligent with being on time, I was more diligent. And it kind of worked, right? I kind of understood the message. It was passive, but I kind of understood the message. And it's not a bad idea to do that, people, honestly. Because the thing is that you never know if the person is doing that to manipulate you. But that's a whole nother topic. So that's one way, right? Giving them a taste of their own medicine. But there's a caveat to this. As long as it's not cheating. So that means I'm not telling you that since he cheated, that means you cheat. Boo boo, you gotta leave. Right? And it cannot be no narcissistic type of manipulation. So that means no gaslighting, right? And no disrespect publicly. Where if he disrespected you in public, then that means you gotta disrespect him in public. That is not what I'm talking about. That, you get what I'm saying? That is a little bit too much.
And the reason why is because it's just not good for the integrity of the relationship for you guys to be having those types of disrespectful bouts in public. Where if he called you a bitch now, you gotta be able to call him a bitch in public. We can't do that. Because that would just spiral out of control. And that's why relationships like Cardi B and all of them, where she calls him a bitch all the time, that's, you know what? Maybe I should make a video about how should Khloe Kardashian punish Tristan Thompson? How should Hailey Bieber punish Justin Bieber for cheating? Like that type of stuff. Because yeah, there are some things that you just cannot recover from, man. I'm sorry. Like some punishments require death penalty, but we're not here to go to prison. Father Alice is not going to go to jail for conspiracy.
Now the next thing is leaving them temporarily is another one. If they keep disrespecting you, then you just say, you know what, I'm taking a break for a while. And if they say how long, just say, I don't know, I just need a break from them. And you take a break temporarily. That's another way of punishing disrespect. And letting them know, hey, look, man, lately you've been blah, 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 blah. You've been disrespecting me. You're always late. Maybe it's time we just take a break and reconsider things later on. That's a way. Or leaving them permanently, right? Now, let's talk about what happens when they disrespect you when disrespect is really them leaving you. Let's just say they left you.
And we can make an exclusive video about how to punish a man who left and came back.
Or they ghosted you, or you guys broke up, right? And let's just say they want to get back together. How do you deal with that disrespect? Okay, well, first of all, there's just different ways to do that. The first one is make him lick your ass, people. Okay, and this is not a metaphor, all right? Now, if he's a freak, he's a booty muncher, and that's what he's like, then don't do that because you're doing him a favor. So the next thing that you could do is have him write a long ass letter, a beautiful long ass letter explaining why you should take him back. Right, that's another one. Make sure that there are no mistakes. Make sure that just make sure that there's no mistakes or nothing, okay? And make sure that it's not ChatGPT, and let them know you're gonna check. The next one is have them do like a little, again, these are different punishments. Have him do a film about how he disrespected you and how he's gonna make it better. Just all right, you know what? Show me in a video, do a quick little film about you disrespecting me and how you're gonna make it up. Show me a video about that, or have him record him apologizing to you and begging for forgiveness in a video. People, this is toxic. Okay, you guys are asking me ideas, but this is toxic. Okay, at this point, you should not be taking them back. And the only reason why I'm telling you to do this is because a lot of you guys said, Father Alex, I need to brainstorm ideas of how to punishment. Well, this is the punishment. God. So have him film asking for an apology, and make sure that, let them know that don't just do a cheap film. Make sure it looks nice. Make sure the apology has a good angle and multiple angles, and make sure, I want to see some tears too, right? It like this, and the reason why this works is because if he's not desperate for you, he's not going to do this. And if he's not desperate for you, then really, why are you coming back to me? All right. And also you could do have him run with his underwear on, with a shirt of you, and saying how he's apologizing to you, right? And make sure that where he could do that, it's legal. Or you could do role playing, right? Where you could have him say, if you tell him, okay, how about this? Be my chair for like a week. Or be my table where I put my stuff on top of you. I watch my movie on top of you. I eat my food on top of you. Or even just be your dog where he sits next to you. Or even, so role playing is one. Like, for example, I had a girl. I'm not gonna say it, man. I'm just giving you guys an idea, man. Like, make him be your sex slave, man. I don't care, man. If he disrespected you and he cheated on you and he wants to come back, he's gonna have to do something equally painful. Because then you're just making it way too easy for him. And I am only telling you this because my initial advice is to let him go. but because you don't want to let him go, then this is the best option. And the reason why this is because if he really wants you, he's going to have to pay a high price for you. There's a high price to be paid. This is not a cheap admission. So that the next time he tries to leave you, he's going to remember the sweet taste of ass. The next one is have him be your dog, be your cat, or even have him sleep on the floor. Or even another one is have him make a public statement. Now this one I don't recommend, but some people live in the Bronx. Okay, so have him. That sounds so wrong, people. I'm sorry. Some people live in Florida too. Make him do a public statement of how he like a fucking press conference, look, man, and I'll be honest with you, I just don't like this. But I never got to that point. The only thing I ever told a girl was the whole sex slave thing. I'm like, look, man, if you cheated on me, then if you want to get back to me, then you're gonna have to do this for me for this amount of time, or let me fuck one of your friends. Anyone, just let me fuck her. How about that one? Look, I know this sounds funny, man, okay? It sounds really funny. But you gotta understand, when somebody likes you, a lot of people come back because there's no price to pay. I'm telling you, man. If you're in a club and there's no price of readmission, a lot of people will leave and come back a lot. But if there's a price for readmission, there's gonna be way less people who leave the club, right? So it's a way for them to is a way to stop the on and off cycle, because if he knows there's a price to pay to come back, then he may not leave as much and he may work on it more, or he may not come back because he doesn't want to pay the price, which tells you how he really feels about you, right? Like, honestly, it sucks, but that's just how life is. I had to realize that myself. You know what I'm saying? I remember I told this to my friend, and she was heartbroken because the guy that she was with broke her heart. And she was like, fuck yeah, man, I'll be a sex slave for a month if he could take me back. Like, and I asked, it's funny, I asked this to a lot of my friends when they're heartbroken, when someone breaks up, just to see what they would say. And you'd be surprised how many people say, yeah, they would do something like that. Like, it's kind of shocking, to be honest with you. Well, understand they're desperate. They like you. And for you, if you do this, you will be surprised. It sounds toxic, it really does. But from their point of view, if they like you, they understand it because they know you're valuable. And yeah, man, this is petty, man. This is petty, man. This some people might also subscribe from watching this, man. And look, man, if you're watching it, you might need help on how to deal with your assertiveness, right? And this is why this video is sponsored by my course, Nice Girl. We're gonna talk about it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna tell you more about Nice Girl right now.
All right, so if you're a nice girl, if you're tired of being played, if you're tired of people not respecting you, if you resent that people don't take you seriously, if people just see you as a sex object, if you feel like people are always playing you, I would highly recommend you check out this course called Nice Girl. I rarely put out courses, and every one of my courses is a specific purpose. Psychological game of attraction was for single people. Natural chemistry was for women in relationships. This course is for specific nice girls. Now, most of you guys are nice. Most of you guys have great hearts. Unfortunately, men take advantage of you. So I have this limited time course. Specifically, you guys can only buy it and get access to it July and November. Now, if you purchase it in July or November, you could have access to it all year round. But you could only purchase it July and November. So this month only, you guys can purchase this course. It's only for a limited time, right? So in this course, you're pretty much going to learn about how to set boundaries, how to project a powerful presence, how to create healthy boundaries, how to communicate yourself in an assertive way, how to not let people take advantage of you. Like, you're gonna learn the art of how to identify those who are trying to take advantage of you, how to assert yourself, signs of weakness, signs of strength, and how to communicate signs of strength, and how to lower the signs of weakness. All of these things, I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, look, okay? If you just do what this course says, just doing what this course says is gonna improve not only your dating life, but your professional life, your personal life, your social life with your friends and family, because people will always try to test you. People will always see whether or not they can take advantage of you, even a fucking child. So by purchasing this course, you could create a healthy immune system. There are three types of immune system. There is your body's immune system,
There is an emotional immune system that you increase through meditation. And then there's a social immune system that is through self-assertion. Okay, so this course will help you build that social immune system to push away certain behaviors from your life and certain people, and by default you attract the right people. So check out that course. One, it's not okay. Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna fix the problems 100%. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I'm here to give you a realistic expectation. Okay, it's not gonna completely change your life from day to night. But if you do what the videos say. Okay, if you're 20% not if you're at a 20% in terms of assertiveness by finishing this course, you could go through it 40%. Now you guys might say, where are the evidence for it? In my life only. Okay, and through people's experience through applying these methods and through doing research about what actually helps assertiveness. Okay, so I thoroughly researched this course. I put a lot of thought into it. It's not complete. Next month, I'm going to add another part, which if you buy it now, you're going to have access to it. Okay. So I'll see you guys inside that course, and stay toxic, my friends. Purchase it now or I'm closing the channel. Okay. See you guys inside.